Oh, what's up? It's Coruscant. Yeah, I have an ACT tomorrow, and so that's gonna be my last. Hopefully, should be my last standardized test, you know, for college and stuff. And I took the SAT twice. That's more popular where I live, you know, on the East Coast and stuff. And then, alright. I need that caffeine, though. Oh, sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah, swag. And so the first time I took that SAT, I got an 1810. And that's shitty. The second time I got it, I did a little better. I got 1920. Still not the best, but, you know, that's enough to probably be okay for college. So that's pretty cool. It's 1920 is the bare minimum for bright futures, so I'll get that. Bright futures like the Florida scholarship state thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm super poor, so college is gonna be hard to pay for. That's why I'm working a shit ton. Yellow light, now it's a red light. Yeah, but because of my test, I started thinking like, school focuses a lot on knowledge, not intelligence. And there's a big difference between knowledge and intelligence. They often go hand in hand in the real world. But there's a big difference between them. Like, knowledge is knowing shit, and intelligence is knowing how to do shit, or knowing how to learn, or understanding things better. Like, a 5-year-old can be intelligent, even though he doesn't know how to find the derivative of a function, or he doesn't know what the Revolutionary War is. He can still be intelligent. He can understand things. He can pick things up easily. Okay? He can be a quick thinker. He can be a good decision maker. He could be a good problem solver. Okay? He can be intelligent. While he may not be knowledgeable. He doesn't know who George Washington is yet. I mean, well, a 5-year-old probably does. But, you know, he doesn't know the name of all the treaties. He doesn't know what the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was. He's not knowledgeable, but he can be intelligent. And the same way you can be knowledgeable, but not intelligent. Like, you can try really hard, like in those prison movies where the guy's like, oh, I want to learn. So he, like, gets his GED in the library. Like, he's not an intelligent person, but he learns things, and he becomes knowledgeable. And he does learn, and eventually he may become an intelligent person. But right now, he's just learning things. And school focuses completely on knowledge. They just test you, they see what you know. They see what you know, and they're done with you. All you have to do is you either know things by memorization, or you know things by learning them, by, you know, embedding it in your brain and remembering it. But it doesn't really test intelligence. You could be the dumbest sad sack on the planet, but if you try hard enough, you can pass the fuck out of school. You can get straight A's. Okay, it's not about, you know, it's not about intelligence in school anyway. It's about knowledge. They test you, they teach things. You memorize this, learn how to do this. Okay? Intelligence, if you're intelligent, you're going to pick it up faster, you're going to be a good problem solver, you're going to know how to do things, okay? You're going to know it a lot faster. Also, intelligence will probably lead you to be a nerd earlier in life, so you'll probably read a lot in middle school or something. That's what I did. I read so much before I discovered video games, like a lot. Like, I played, you know, Pokemon and all that stuff when I was a little kid, but I never really was a hardcore gamer until, like, 8th grade, and then I discovered, like, video games, and it was like, why is it way cooler than books? And I stopped reading a lot. But I was always reading. I read hundreds and hundreds of books. I have a bookshelf in my room. I've read every one of those books. I have at least like 7 shelves of books. And I read them all when I was a little kid. I loved to read, dude. I was the readiest freaking reader. Oh, you guys just saw me turn without a blinker. That doesn't happen very often. I'm sorry. I read so much, and then, like, I started going to high school and realized, you know what? I don't have time to read. This is ridiculous. I have to go to school and then do homework, and then I actually have friends now. Whoa, what are those? And it was just like, I don't have time to read. And then I got a job, then I really didn't have time to read, okay? And then I got a girlfriend, and then I really, really didn't have time to read. And then I got a second job, and, you know, it's just realized, like, I want to read. Like, I find that respectable. A person who reads, like, if you read a lot, you got some balls. You got some, you know, you really got your life figured out, because I have no time. I barely have time to do homework and work and school. And going to school, and school really seems like a waste when you don't learn anything, because after you start working, like kids, you don't learn this, like, once you start learning that your time is a valuable resource that can be traded for other things like money, example of working, going to school and not getting paid for it and not learning like you're supposed to, like normally school costs money. In a real world, school should cost money. But because we pay taxes, the government pays for it, and that's a good thing. You know, everybody should have public schooling, because if it wasn't that way, nobody, you know, poor people wouldn't be able to afford it, and the smart would be the smart, the rich would get richer, the poor would get poorer. Okay, so it's good that the government gives, you know, free schooling, you know, primary and secondary schooling. But normally you'd have to pay for school. Like, that is a business. Schooling is a business. You want to go to college? That's a business. You pay them, they teach you. They give you a degree, you can now go get a job and make money. Okay? It's a trade-off. It's a business deal. Okay? So when you have to go somewhere and you're not getting your end of the deal, you're not getting, you know, that education that you deserve, or that, you know, the government's paying for. When you're forced to go to school as a kid and you're not learning, it really feels like shit. Because not only is it wasting 35 hours your week, but you could be working and making money to pay for actual schooling at a college or a university, and it just feels like the biggest ripoff of all time. So this is why I get pissed when I get teachers who are shitty, or when I get just bullshitted in school, when I get screwed over, and it just sucks. Anyway, school's corrupt. I could do 100 million videos on how corrupt school is, but I'll pass. Later, diggity skillets.